Buffalo Bills fans, what a roller coaster of a game we witnessed this week. Heading into the fourth quarter, the tension was palpable. After a critical fumble by James Cook, the defense watched as the opposing team methodically marched down the field on a 12-play, 80-yard drive. Suddenly, the Bills were down by 10 points, and half of the fourth quarter had already slipped away. The urgency was clear. They needed a score quickly, and the spotlight shone brightly on Josh Allen. With a burst of athleticism and vision that only he can deliver, Allen exploded through the defense on a 40-yard touchdown run, turning a moment of desperation into a surge of hope. That play was punctuated by a stellar block from Dion Dawkins, demonstrating once again the importance of execution and timing in the trenches. Moments later, the Bills showcased their resilience with a daring fourth-down touchdown pass to Jackson Hogg. Patiently navigating his route, Hogg found the opening and secured a critical score. Later in the drive, on a 3rd and 15 situation that would have made any fan nervous, Allen scrambled with poise and determination, converting the play and keeping the drive alive. Performances like these not only win games, but also spark conversations about his place in the MVP race. Beyond Allen, the tight ends played a monumental role in the offensive execution. Dawson Knox hauled in 6 receptions for 93 yards, while Dalton Kincaid, returning to form, added 4 catches for 41 yards, including a touchdown. Jackson Hogg also found the end zone, and together, the trio accounted for 11 receptions on 13 targets, amassing over 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. It is increasingly clear that the Bills' investment in their tight ends is paying dividends, particularly against a defense that has historically struggled to contain them. The offense, however, was about more than just statistical production. It was about timely plays and seizing momentum. Gabe Davis converted a crucial 4th and 4, setting up a touchdown from Shakir. Tyrell Shavers showcased precision on a 16-yard reception along the sideline, while Brandon Cooks drew a game-changing pass interference penalty. Keon Coleman came through with a clutch 3rd down reception on a short yardage play. Even the running game, which has faced scrutiny, proved effective at key moments, complementing the aerial attack and helping the team overcome penalties, turnovers, and near misses. For instance, when Dawson Knox dropped a potential touchdown, the team responded immediately with a 4th down completion to Jackson Hogg, proving their ability to overcome adversity. Coaching played a decisive role in this victory. Sean McDermott's aggressive approach, particularly on 4th downs, turned potential missed opportunities into pivotal successes. The team went 3 for 4 on 4th down attempts, reflecting a commitment to winning decisively rather than playing conservatively. This was evident early in the game when the Bills could not capitalize on a first drive, resulting in a missed scoring opportunity. Later, when Ty Johnson fell short on a critical 3rd down, the team refused to be deterred, instead choosing to pass strategically for 2 points, maintaining pressure and keeping the game within reach. This willingness to take calculated risks exemplified a mindset focused on maximizing possessions and seizing control, even in adverse weather conditions like snow and cold, which often complicate both offensive and defensive execution. The defensive side of the ball had its own narrative arc. Early in the game, giving up 3 consecutive touchdown drives painted a grim picture, but the defense adjusted, demonstrating resilience and adaptability. Late in the fourth quarter, the Bills forced 2 critical takeaways and 2 punts, giving the offense the chance to erase a 10-point deficit. Christian Benford, in particular, emerged as a game-changing presence, blanketing Jamar Chase with precision. Over 16 coverage snaps, Chase was targeted twice and was unable to secure a catch, while Benford also recorded a pick 6 and a sack, solidifying his reputation as a dynamic and versatile defensive weapon. Jordan Phillips followed with a crucial play on the very next drive, deflecting a ball at the line of scrimmage that led to an interception. These back-to-back moments underscored the defense's capacity to respond when the stakes were highest, and they were instrumental in keeping the Bills in a position to win. Shaq Thompson continued to anchor the middle linebacker role, delivering downhill, physical play, while Jordan Poyer stabilized the secondary, contributing to an overall stronger performance. Max Harrison had mixed results, surrendering a touchdown while also recording 2 pass breakups, highlighting the ongoing challenges in matchups and situational execution. The Bills' run defense also showed improvement, limiting top rushing threats effectively. Chase Brown, who had been in excellent form leading up to the game, was held to just 23 yards on 12 carries, demonstrating the defensive front's ability to contain opponents even in challenging conditions. Overall, the defensive adjustments, particularly the shift from conservative zone coverage to more aggressive man-to-man and blitz packages, created opportunities for big plays and forced turnovers. While snow and slippery footing made execution difficult at times, the unit's adaptability was evident, and the results spoke for themselves. Yet, not every moment was flawless. Early miscues, such as Ty Johnson's fall and James Cook's fumble on 1st and goal, left points off the board and highlighted areas for improvement. Settling for field goals instead of touchdowns, missed third-down opportunities, and occasional pressures allowed by the offensive line all illustrated the fine margins in a tightly contested game. Cook's recurring fumbles, totaling 6 on the season, remain a critical issue that must be addressed for sustained success. Despite these challenges, the Bills consistently responded to adversity, converting critical 4th downs, adjusting play calling, and ultimately maintaining the composure necessary to secure a hard-fought win. The combination of individual heroics, strategic coaching, and timely execution defined this contest. The offense leaned on its strengths, particularly the quarterback tight end connection, while the defense adapted to neutralize key threats and create game-changing turnovers. Snowy conditions, physical mismatches, and situational pressure tested every aspect of the team, but the Bills demonstrated resilience and flexibility in equal measure. From Allen's explosive runs to Benford's lockdown coverage, from critical 4th down conversions to disciplined adjustments in the face of mistakes, this game illustrated the synergy between talent, strategy, and determination that defines championship-caliber football. The team's ability to overcome a 10-point deficit in the 4th quarter, respond to errors, and execute under pressure exemplifies the kind of mental toughness and tactical awareness that keeps Buffalo Bills fans dreaming big every week. As the final moments of the game unfolded, the intensity in the stadium was almost tangible. The Bills had clawed their way back from a 10-point deficit, but the game was far from over. Every play mattered, and the decisions made by both the players and coaching staff would define the outcome. Josh Allen remained the central figure, orchestrating drives with both poise and aggression. On crucial downs, his ability to read the defense, make split-second decisions, and take off when necessary kept the opposition on edge. That 3rd and 15 scramble that converted in the 4th quarter was a prime example of why Allen is such a unique talent. He not only extended the drive, but effectively controlled the momentum in a game where every yard counted. The chemistry with his tight ends, particularly Jackson Hogg and Dalton Kincaid, continued to shine. Hogg's patience in his routes and his ability to find open space at the perfect moment exemplified a level of football intelligence that is rarely matched. Kincaid, after returning to the field, demonstrated his versatility and knack for clutch receptions, reminding everyone that the Bills' tight end core is a formidable weapon against any defense. The offensive line also deserves credit, especially in those high-pressure moments. Dion Dawkins' critical blocks in the red zone created openings for Allen's runs and protected him long enough to make decisive throws. These blocks may not appear in the highlight reels as often as a touchdown pass or a long run, but they are the unsung heroics that allow skill players to shine. Without that physical foundation up front, the explosive plays that kept the Bills in contention would have been far less likely. Even when mistakes happened, such as the early fumble by James Cook or Ty Johnson's fall, the offensive unit managed to recalibrate and seize control. The resilience to overcome those setbacks, maintain tempo, and convert crucial 4th downs speaks volumes about the team's mental toughness and strategic preparation. The running game, often scrutinized for inconsistency, found its stride at key moments. While not every rush gained significant yardage, the ability to mix runs with passes, particularly in short yardage and red zone situations, kept the defense guessing and created critical space for explosive plays. James Cook and Ty Johnson combined effectively when given the chance, and even when individual errors occurred, the collective effort ensured that the offense remained balanced and unpredictable. This balance was essential, especially against a team like Cincinnati, which has struggled against dynamic tight end play, but remains capable of punishing defensive lapses. The Bills' ability to integrate running plays that complemented the passing game was pivotal in sustaining drives and converting high-pressure situations into scoring opportunities. Defensively, the story was just as compelling. After conceding 3 consecutive touchdown drives at the outset, the Bills' defensive unit demonstrated remarkable adaptability. The early struggles highlighted weaknesses, particularly in coverage and pass rush, but adjustments were made swiftly. Benford's performance in coverage, particularly against elite receivers like Jamar Chase, served as a turning point. His ability to disrupt routes, secure interceptions, and even contribute in the pass rush showcased his growing impact as a versatile defensive back. Jordan Phillips' timely deflection leading to an interception immediately after Benford's pick illustrated the defense's renewed focus and ability to execute in critical moments. These plays were not only momentum shifting, but also indicative of a defense that can respond under pressure, forcing turnovers that directly translate into scoring opportunities for the offense. Shaq Thompson continued to anchor the linebacking core with precision and physicality. His downhill play and ability to read the opposition's intentions stabilized the middle of the field, complementing Jordan Poyer's coverage skills. Max Harrison, despite giving up a touchdown, contributed 2 key pass breakups, highlighting that while the defense had vulnerabilities, they were also capable of making critical stops when it mattered most. The coordination between the linebackers and secondary, especially when blitz packages were deployed, created mismatches and forced hurried decisions by the quarterback. This strategic aggression, combined with disciplined coverage, underscored the coaching staff's commitment to winning decisively rather than merely reacting to the game's flow. The run defense, often overlooked in highlight reels, played a decisive role as well, limiting top rushing threats, including Chase Brown, who had been in excellent form leading up to the game, demonstrated the front seven's ability to control the line of scrimmage and contain explosive plays. While the opposition had a reputation for efficient rushing in short yardage situations, the Bills' defensive front executed their assignments effectively, forcing more predictable passing situations and allowing the secondary to capitalize. This balance between frontline dominance and secondary responsiveness is a hallmark of elite defenses and a crucial factor in maintaining control late in tight contests. Special teams also made subtle but important contributions. Field position, often underestimated, played a significant role in the momentum shifts throughout the game. By consistently pinning opponents deep or gaining advantageous yardage on returns, the Bills created opportunities for both the offense and defense to operate with increased leverage. These situational plays, while not always grabbing headlines, underscore the importance of every phase of the game and highlight how attention to detail can influence outcomes. As the game reached its climax, every decision on play calling, from pass protection to route combinations, carried immense weight. Allen's ability to maintain composure under duress, coupled with the offensive line's protection and the receiver's precise route execution, allowed the Bills to convert critical opportunities. Meanwhile, the defense's timely blitzes and man-to-man coverage created moments that shifted momentum and prevented the opposition from extending their lead. These simultaneous layers of execution, both offensive and defensive, reveal the intricate chess match that defines high-level football. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. Whispers are spreading through the NFL world, and this one has the Buffalo Bills at the center of a locker room storm. Sources close to the team claim that head coach Sean McDermott has made a shocking decision. A starting player, whose name insiders are keeping close to the chest, has been released following a heated altercation in the locker room. According to what's circulating, tensions boiled over after a disagreement during practice, culminating in a confrontation that left teammates and staff stunned. McDermott reportedly called an immediate meeting and decided there would be no tolerance for insubordination, stating bluntly that the player won't suit up for the Bills again. The incident has sent ripples throughout the franchise. Teammates are said to be divided, with some defending the dismissed star and others supporting McDermott's no-nonsense stance. Conversations in sports circles suggest this isn't just a case of a typical locker room spat. Sources describe it as the kind of altercation that challenges team culture and leadership authority. Analysts are already speculating on how this move will impact the team's dynamic on and off the field. Will the Bills tighten under McDermott's strict leadership, or could this decision backfire and create unrest? Fans are reacting on social media with a mix of shock and intrigue. Some applaud the coach for prioritizing discipline and cohesion, while others question whether letting go of a starter mid-season is worth the potential disruption. Rumors have begun to swirl about the player's next destination. With talent like that suddenly hitting the market, several teams are reportedly watching closely, curious if they can scoop up a high-caliber athlete while the situation remains volatile. Inside sources hint that McDermott's move sends a clear message. Locker room harmony is non-negotiable. The Bills are said to be reinforcing leadership protocols and emphasizing accountability in the wake of the incident. While details are scarce, the NFL community is abuzz, speculating not only on the player's identity, but also on how this internal shakeup could affect Buffalo's trajectory in the league. One thing is clear. The Bills' locker room drama is now one of the league's hottest stories, and everyone is watching to see how it unfolds. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.